So the last women's match of the session and of course, our first T2 series here in the Pinewood Studios in Johor in southern Malaysia. And well, who will take the points here? Here is Cheng of Chinese Taipei, world number 8, has been in the top 5 of course. Bronze at the World Team Championships, silver at the World Cup in 2016 against the Swede Matilda Ekholm, ranked 33 in the world, has been in the top 20, still a very decent player, had a very good 2017, winning on the doubles circuit, won in the Swedish Championships as well. He has medals in the European Championships, so she will be able to give Cheng a decent match here, I am pretty sure. She's lost both of her matches so far. Lost to Ding yesterday 4-0, but that was the world number 1, and you have to make allowances for that, I guess. And Cheng, well, a draw and a win over Ding Ning 2-2, which was a bit of a surprise, and Hina Hayata she beat 3-1. But she did lose in the kill zone. Could have been 4-0 quite easily.
It's a lovely little opening up serve, pretending she was going to do the little reverse shot and went long.
Love 2. Love 3.
Ekholm with a good opening burst of points. She will be the underdog, the left-hander here. Just bouncing back from the net. Well, Ekholm can storm this one. Both these players have taping on their legs. They're not feeling the strains of the tournament so far.
It's always a little bit tough when you're training and moving every day on that Taraflex floor. It does put some strain on the joints, especially the knees.
1-5.
Knees, hips, shoulders, you name it. You're always stretching, trying to move your shoulders around a bit.
1-6.
Better body language from Cheng.
Great little rally. Ekholm just not finding the range. Good power from Cheng. That's a great shot. Twisted her body, opened it up beautifully.
It's a nice shot there. Just caught that ball at the right hitting zone, which meant it stayed really, really low.
Player.
That's a really wild return from Ekholm. bunt, and she is still 4 ahead in this first game. And she has really taken the match to Cheng. 10 years the difference between these two players. Ekholm at 35, Ching at 25.
84. That's 8-4.
Oh, right into the body.
8-5.
Almost got it back. That was a great rally. Lots of changes of pace and direction.
Wonderful smashing technique there.
Shame for Cheng, because one of those returns, little flick backhand was marvellous.
You would think that's quite high risk as well. She plays that shot quite often.
Couple of points away from taking the game back home, but it's not done and dusted just yet.
6-9. Let's 6-9. 9-7.
It's a really half-hearted return, although there's a lot of spin on there. Can make you look a little bit foolish from time to time. How much time we've taken up in the game already, and we're still not quite near getting this first game out of the way. Great return of serve that set up that point. And Cheng is,
I'm out.
I'm going to
1
say,
minute.
creeping up, and you can see why there's going to be a timeout called by JJ. Jiang Jieling, 5-time world champion, of course. Loved his time in the 1980s. Apparently he was the Michael Jordan of China in the time, that famous. Still well known, of course, from Guangdong in the construction industry, but I don't think he built our set.
9-8.
Otherwise engaged playing golf, probably.
Let's 9-8. 8-10.
Well then, it was a good timeout to have taken, I think. Ekholm with a couple of chances here to take what will only be her third game of the week and her third match. But bear in mind that Cheng has the serve. Not quite so easy.
Cheng, please serve.
Didn't like the look of that ball. Just changed it in for another one.
10-all.
10 apiece.
No deuce.
First to win the next point will be the winner of the first game. Ekholm just needs to put all that to bed and worry about this point. She has the serve, she has the advantage.
11
put a ton of spin on it, and then got the net cord as well, so she squeaks over the line, and she's a lucky, lucky woman. I pushed it right out to the edge as well. It's a very nervy point, that one, wasn't it?
It's a good idea when someone's looking for the forehand like Cheng to try and go out to the wide forehand first and block them back into the backhand corner. But that was quite fortunate though, but there you go, 11-10.
9-9 in terms of the two teams' points haul as well.
Second game.
Not that the teams are being knocked out on the points, it's just all added up over the next few rounds of this. This is just round one, our third day, our last day. Gavin Rungay next to me, he's got his bags packed for Australia. He's off to play in the Australian Open. Let's hope we keep finishing time. Don't want you to miss the plane.
Lovely feeling on the ball there. Ekholm just catching it underneath the table and then wiggling the wrist, so it's difficult to see which way the ball is going to deviate.
Let 1-all.
1-1 in the second game, and we're almost 10 minutes into this game. It's taken a while, hasn't it?
1-2.
Wonder where we can buy some of this fancy coloured tape that they have wrapped around their knees and ankles and.
You want some for the Australian Open, do you?
Well, maybe I don't play enough to merit that. I'm not sure, but
I did see some knocking around. You have to make some inquiries after the match. I don't think we've had a match that's only had 3 games in it, so this might be a first.
4-2.
The Ekholm backhand has been really strong in this first set and a bit. She looks focused but relaxed, and that's a nice state of mind to be in.
Yeah, she can get a win over Cheng. That really would be a feather in her cap. After a couple of losses, say lost to Ding 4-0, but sometimes you're playing the world #1. If you have a good loss, you think you've played some good shots, it's not necessarily the end of the world.
5-2.
Ekholm working really hard there to spin that ball up. And she knows in the fast exchanges that's not going to suit her so much.
Let 5-2. 2-6.
Well, Ekholm, there's a gap here. It is in the first game, of course. It was brought back to fairly tight by Cheng. Just took a nibble, I think, off the edge of the table. Cheng was already winding up for another big forehand. It just disappeared underneath the bat. Of course, the beauty of the T2 is that Cheng Already has, what, 5 games under her belt. Ekholm with this one as well. Has 3. So overall in the standings,
7-3.
she's still a little bit behind. Has some work to do.
7-4.
That's better from Cheng. Getting lifted from her really positive bench as well.
5-7.
Yes, Jörg Roskopf is an intimidating presence if you're on the opposition. Stands there towering over his team. There he is. It's not that intimidating in real life. One more match to go after this. A men's match between Paul Drinkle and Vladimir Samsonov. That should be a good one.
6-7.
Excellent from Cheng. Back to 7-7.
It's a little point streak here.
Absolutely. We have seen this, haven't we? These two go on a streak and then someone turns it round and pulls it round. Yeah, it's just long. Just long. And Cheng puts her nose in front for I think the first time in this game. Yeah, the wheels have come off here for Ekholm. Really good couple of shots from Cheng. She is so flexible, bends back and rips into the forehands, which means extra spin, of course. I don't speak Swedish, it's probably just as well. Game point.
10-7.
Oh, she saved one. Guy next to me does speak a bit of Swedish, a few words, and so therefore I must apologise to our Swedish viewers for any poor language you may have heard.
Cheng.
She's living it, she's feeling it. You can understand her frustration. She was so far ahead in this game as well. And she go on a streak here.
9-10.
That was a really spinny serve. Cheng didn't really know what to do with that. And she has one more. Yes, much better. Now then, next point takes it. Cheng has the serve.
Cheng, please serve.
Ah, it's long. Ekholm is disgusted, tosses the bat onto the table. Not happy at all. Watch the reaction here. Couldn't get round. And it's a great result for Cheng, who was way behind at one point in this game. And look, 10-11, 11-10. Vladimir Samsonov warming up. I can assure you that's not Paul Drinkle at the other end. Unless he's had a massive hair transplant. He's definitely warming up somewhere because he's not on the bench at the moment.
serve.
Back to matters. There he is.
Love all. Let love all.
That's a lovely forehand. Low, flat, powerful.
And that's where the plastic ball now that they use, it just doesn't get as much bite on the table as it used to before with the celluloid ball.
Which is a great ball, but it was prone to go up in flames. Very flammable, and that's really for safety reasons why they changed it. Get in the right frame of mind. Matilda Ekholm. Good long look at the bat, never a good sign, but to try to unleash the forehand here. Took the net, went long.
And how many of those in the last 3 days we've seen? When there's a little bit less movement on the ball, it's tough to hit those ones.
2-3.
Another case in point. Will this finish within the allotted time? Will we go to the kill zone game, or will this be timed out?
Ekholm, certainly one of the best servers we have on display this week. And there's quite a few of those. But that high toss reverse serve coming from the left-handed wing makes a big difference. You can pick up 1 or 2 free points a game. Really does stamp quite hard, Cheng, when she serves.
3-5.
Gives all players a bit of rhythm when they do that.
4-5.
Another reason probably why table tennis players' knees aren't so good after a few years. It's a real shock through the system, but like you say, it gives rhythm, it gives a certain amount of intimidation to the opposition. Final piece then. 3.5, just under 3.5 minutes on the clock. I don't think we're going to get to the end of this game. It's been a really, doesn't feel like a slow match.
5-6.
Doesn't feel like we've had lots of really long rallies either. It's nip and tuck. Time is ticking. I think we still have the timeouts. I think Ekholm might have taken hers, but memory fails me. But we might get this through this in just 3 games. Let's see. Unless it really goes one-sided. Going to 11 points here before the clock runs out. So the women need to keep an eye on those monitors.
6-7.
It's a big point for Cheng there, moving really well, adjusting.
6-7. 8-6.
This is just running away. And having said we might not make it, if Cheng does get a few quick points in, he might go to the kill zone, may end up 2-2. Who knows? And that's the beauty of this format. Read that one well. That was a surprise, flat, fast serve.
Ekholm moving right out to that one really quickly.
Pumped up, really pumped up Ekholm.
That can't be the shot. A backhand rip off a slow spin at 8-7. Shot selection doubtful, I think.
Keep an eye on the
7-9.
clock, Matilda. You've got to get on with it. Oh, what a shot! And that surely has won the game for Cheng. Great point. We've got 26 seconds on the clock.
10,
Almost might be best to let her win this and then move on to the other one, to the kill zone.
10-8.
Yes, well, this might be the last point.
Final point.
Well, that's a bit odd, isn't it? Either Ekholm hasn't really read the game properly
Final point.
or perused the rules.
Game and match to Cheng from Team Rosie.
Well, she's really deflated there. In a way, perhaps just letting Cheng get on with that game and then going to the kill zone might have been the best option. Tactics that will evolve, of course, in this format.
Absolutely. Thumping the racket off the table, kicking